Hi everyone, I'm Dakshita, founder and host of Learning About Law, my legal podcast. If you're seeing me on your page, you either have absolutely no idea who I am, or you're one of my friends who has seen me on LinkedIn post about my podcast maybe monthly. Either way is totally fine. Sit back, relax, grab a drink because I'd love to share some updates on Learning About Law side on how I will be evolving this podcast. And I'd honestly love to get any feedback or suggestions on how to make this as successful as it can be, as this is something that is very meaningful to me. I'm so excited to announce Learning About Law's transition from an auditory experience to a video podcast that will be fully launched on YouTube. Learning About Law is a platform that I've created to make sure it is as accessible as it can be to people of diverse backgrounds. It started off as an auditory experience. Then I realized some people may prefer to read such news, and so I created a companion newsletter. I also started transcribing the podcast to make it more accessible, and now I think with this video format it might reach even more people. At least that is the hope. Since then, I've interviewed 12 illustrious guests on the podcast. The 13th guest is someone who is incredibly special, been an inspiration for so long, and she is actually going to be the pioneer of this video format for you guys to be able to fully engage with the person that I'm interviewing and listen to the conversation firsthand. And not only that, on this Instagram, I will also be posting some clips that are interesting from the conversation, maybe even some bloopers. I'll play around with it, hopefully to get you guys to go to that full video and listen to the full conversation from such inspiring guests who work so hard. Eventually, I want this podcast to transform into a platform that can actually give back to underserved communities and democratize access to information, which I believe is a form of justice within itself, especially in today's society. That is a transition that I'm incredibly excited for. Please feel free to drop any comments or suggestions on what makes these video podcasts interesting to you guys to listen to. So follow along for this journey. I'm Dakshita Anand from Learning About Law, and there's a lot more to come.